Good evening. This is a special extended broadcast. Tonight we are investigating a series of terrifying incidents connected by one modern convenience: short-term rental homes. What were meant to be peaceful getaways became scenes of psychological horror, stalking, and near tragedy. Authorities remind viewers that the most dangerous threats are not supernatural. They are human. Our first report begins in a mountainous region of the northeastern United States, a place known for breathtaking autumn colors and quiet forest trails. A traveling professional booked a secluded cabin for a weekend retreat. The home was beautiful, surrounded by dense trees, with a back deck overlooking a steep valley. There were no nearby neighbors, no visible houses, only forest stretching for miles. The guest arrived Friday evening, enjoyed a drink on the deck, and went to sleep early. Saturday morning, he went jogging along the nearby trails. During the run, he felt something unsettling, the distinct sensation of being watched. No visible person. No sound of footsteps. Just that ancient instinct crawling up the spine. He dismissed it as anxiety. After all, isolation can distort perception. Back at the cabin, he showered, rested, and listened to the structure creak and shift. He told himself wooden homes make noises. Wind pushes beams. Pipes settle. Everything has a rational explanation. That evening, he returned from town around 10:45 p.m., exhausted but uneasy. He locked every door and window. Then he checked again, and again. Confident he was alone, he attempted to sleep. Shortly after midnight, restless and unable to relax, he decided to step downstairs for a cigarette. The living room was dark. Moonlight filtered across the kitchen floor. As he stepped off the final stair, he noticed something interrupting the light, a shadow that should not have been there. He froze, his breathing slowed. Logic argued it was imagination. He reached for the switch and turned on the kitchen light. Standing in the middle of the room was a man, approximately 6 feet tall. Long hair, thick beard, late 30s, silent, staring. For several seconds, neither moved. Then the intruder lunged forward. The guest ran upstairs, locked himself in the bedroom, and called 911 from inside the closet. The man began slamming his fists into the bedroom door. With each violent strike, he shouted phrases that made no sense. He claimed he loved the guest. Claimed he had changed. Claimed he needed her back. The victim had never seen him before. Wood splintered. A fist punched partially through the door. Sirens grew louder. Police arrived moments before the barrier failed completely. Officers tackled the suspect and placed him in custody. Investigation revealed the man was the former fiancé of the property owner. After a breakup, he had vanished. He had secretly been living inside the cabin for days, hiding in a closet, surviving on snacks and alcohol while waiting. Authorities confirmed he carried a kitchen knife in his belt. The victim likely interrupted him while he was retrieving it. Despite triple-checking the locks, the threat had already been inside. Our second report takes place in a suburban neighborhood 5 hours from the victim's home. A man traveled for a job interview and booked a rental house for one night. The host seemed polite and responsive. Entry was by keypad. Everything appeared normal. After returning from dinner, he lay on the couch watching television. At 11:33 p.m., the doorbell rang. He assumed he was dreaming until it rang again. Through the window, he saw a thin man holding a small brown paper bag, head tilted downward. He opened the main door but kept the screen locked. The stranger spoke in a flat, monotone voice. He had a pizza delivery. The guest had ordered nothing. He shut the door. The bell rang again. The same phrase repeated. When the guest raised his voice, the stranger recited the correct address. Then he gripped the screen door handle. The door was slammed shut. From the window, the guest watched the man return to a red sedan with a broken headlight. The engine remained running. Minutes passed. The car did not leave. Determined to confront him, the guest stepped outside. The vehicle was still running, but the driver's seat was empty. Panic replaced irritation. He rushed back inside and locked the door. Later, from an upstairs window, he saw the man walking back toward the car from the direction of the porch. Eventually, the sedan drove away. He did not sleep. At dawn, while preparing to leave, he discovered the front door slightly open, stopped only by the security chain. He was certain he had locked it. On the porch sat the brown paper bag. He did not look inside. At the end of the street, he noticed a red car with a damaged headlight parked at a nearby house. When he messaged the host describing the incident, the host began typing a response and then went silent. The listing was later removed. No explanation was ever given. Our final report involves a family vacation at a coastal rental home located at the end of a dead-end street with a creek behind it. The first evening passed peacefully. The next morning, their 8-year-old son appeared shaken. He claimed he saw shadows in the backyard near the tree line. Shapes moving toward the house, then retreating. One appeared to wave at him. His parents assumed imagination fueled by darkness. That night, he reported one of the figures tapped on his window and whispered that if he screamed, his family would be hurt. Concerned but skeptical, the parents decided everyone would sleep together in the living room the following night. At approximately 2:30 a.m., the boy woke his father. The figures were back. The father looked toward the sliding glass door and saw 3 hooded individuals wearing black masks with exaggerated white eye designs. They stood inches from the glass. One attempted to open the door. Another revealed a knife and waved it slowly. The daughter called emergency services while the father armed himself with a wooden stick. The masked figures lingered, appearing to enjoy the fear they were causing. Police units arrived quickly and apprehended all 3 suspects nearby. Each carried a knife. Investigators later disclosed a pattern of similar attempts targeting tourist families and rental properties. The ghosts the child believed he saw were likely reconnaissance. The suspects had been observing the house for nights before attempting entry. Though no one was physically injured, the psychological trauma persists. Authorities emphasize that while technology and convenience allow strangers to temporarily occupy private homes, screening systems are not infallible. Isolation can amplify vulnerability. Whether hidden in a closet, lingering in a driveway, or watching from a tree line, the common element in these incidents was patience. The suspects waited for opportunity. Viewers are urged to verify listings, research property history, use additional door alarms, and trust instinctive fear responses. Sometimes anxiety is not irrational. Sometimes it is perception recognizing danger before the mind fully understands it. Tonight, as travelers settle into unfamiliar bedrooms across the country, remember this. A locked door only protects you from threats outside. It offers no defense against what may already be within. Stay alert. Stay cautious. Good night.